Two teams each hoping to be right back here at State Farm Stadium in 2 weeks, and we are set to go from Glendale. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Trap 60, trap 60, trap 60.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Cut my team! Cut my team!
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards to pick up there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Play action. It's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the 15-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 17, Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Hurts to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down, back to Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
7 Pirates, 79 Broncos. Panther 11. 19, 5 years.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup the 25. They run it with Melange. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run up 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
On play action, Fields. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. And this will be swung out here for counter. On the move past the 40. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To the air again, Fields. Flushed out right. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. 2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd down and 7. Fields escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Fields on 3rd down. To Connor on the check down. Touchdown, Cardinals! James Conner, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Prater for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 17 yards out. And the Cards have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Takes it at the 7.
Here we go, here we go. Deputy Ranger, Deputy Ranger. Cut my team, cut my team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taken in at the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a 1st down.
Fields on 1st down. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Prater's kick is good. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point good by Prater, and that will make this a 19-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll go again with Sanders, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sanders is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Scott is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught. Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
Cut back team, cut back team. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Hurts. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Balaj. And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8. Again, a run with Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
19 right. 60 bucks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the foot. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks